Scene 1. The Mysterious Letter. A cryptic letter arrived at the British Museum, addressed to the head curator, Henry Walsh. It was typed in neat, bold characters, warning of a heist. "Tonight the museum will lose its treasures," it read ominously. Walsh's eyes scanned the letter with unease, recognizing the handwriting was professional. Scene 2. Midnight approaches. As the clock struck midnight, the museum doors closed. Guards walked the long halls, their footsteps echoing through the ancient stone. But hidden in the shadows, a small team of thieves moved swiftly. A wiry man, Frank, adjusted his black gloves and peered through the crack of a storeroom door. Scene 3. A disguised entrance. The museum's back entrance remained unguarded, a perfect opportunity. Frank slipped past the security checkpoint, his team in tow. They wore uniforms of janitors, blending seamlessly into the night staff. As the guards' attention wandered, the team advanced silently. Frank's heart raced with excitement. Scene 4. The first vault. The team reached the first vault, guarded by an intricate combination lock. Frank knelt beside it, examining the lock mechanism. "No turning back now," he whispered. With practiced ease, he spun the dials, aligning the numbers with precision. The vault door clicked open. Inside, rows of gold artifacts gleamed. Scene 5. The guards patrol. A lone guard, Robert, walked past the corridor. His flashlight scanned the floor, stopping momentarily at a reflective surface. His instincts told him something was wrong, but he continued his patrol. The thieves pressed themselves against the walls, holding their breath. As the guard passed, they released the tension. Scene 6. The Egyptian exhibit. Moving to the Egyptian wing, Frank's team silently infiltrated the area. The walls were lined with relics from centuries past: statues, pottery, and sarcophagi. At the heart of the exhibit was the jewel they sought, the golden mask of Pharaoh Akhenaten. Frank reached out, his fingers brushing the cold surface. Scene 7. A close call. Suddenly, a loud noise echoed down the corridor. A crash, followed by a shout. The team froze, hearts pounding. A janitor had dropped a cleaning supply in the far hallway. The noise seemed to carry through the museum. Frank motioned for silence. The team remained still, crouched in the shadows. Scene 8. The security room. The security room loomed ahead, and Frank's nerves were on edge. A guard sat in the chair, monitoring the screens. They couldn't risk being caught on camera. With swift precision, Frank and his team subdued the guard, tying him up silently. One thief switched off the cameras, and another scanned the monitors. Scene 9. The final vault. The last vault lay ahead, rumored to hold some of the most priceless items from antiquity. Frank's hands shook slightly as he approached the door. "This is it," he murmured to his team. With his toolkit, Frank worked quickly on the lock, bypassing each layer of security. A soft click echoed as the vault opened. Scene 10. An unexpected witness. In the corner of the vault, a dusty old portrait sat forgotten. A young museum intern, Jane, had been working late to organize it. She heard footsteps but assumed it was a guard. When she turned, her heart stopped. The thieves were right in front of her. "Stay calm," Frank said coldly. Scene 11. A change in plans. Seeing the intern as a threat to their getaway, Frank had to think fast. He couldn't risk her contacting security. "Tie her up quickly," he ordered. His team hesitated but followed the command. Jane was secured in a corner, but her mind raced. If she could get to her phone, Frank turned his attention back. Scene 12. The alarm. Despite their careful planning, a silent alarm triggered as Frank exited the vault. The sound echoed throughout the museum, and the team cursed under their breath. "Run!" Frank shouted. Panic set in. Guards would be converging soon. They had to escape fast, but the hallway seemed too wide, too open. Scene 13. The locked door. A final door blocked their way to freedom. The thieves slammed into it, but it was locked from the outside. Frank punched the door in frustration. Time was running out. The footsteps of approaching guards grew louder. They scrambled for the key, but it wasn't there. Panic crept in as they realized they might be trapped. Scene 14. The getaway car. Outside, the getaway car was waiting, its engine revving in the cold night air. The driver, a fourth accomplice, had been parked nearby, watching for any sign of trouble. Frank threw the bags of stolen relics into the car. They piled in quickly, the car screeching away into the streets. The museum was behind them. Scene 15. The chase. Just as they turned a corner, sirens wailed in the distance. Police had been alerted. Frank cursed under his breath, urging the driver to go faster. They swerved through the narrow streets, narrowly missing pedestrians. Every corner felt like a risk. Lose them, Frank ordered. The team in the back of the car held their breath. Scene 16. The tunnels with the sirens growing louder, Frank shouted, "Down to the tunnels!" The driver took a sharp turn into an underground entrance. The tunnels were old and forgotten, a network beneath the city. The thieves knew them well. The car bounced through the narrow passageways, the sound of tires on gravel echoing. If you like it, please like and subscribe to the channel to receive all that is new.